Alrighty, welcome back to the garage. Today I've got to go out into the field, do some videoing out at some little mine some guy's got. You probably won't see that. He's super weird about videoing up on the mine. He thinks somebody's going to come to his property to take all his gold. But I need some gussets, some plates for some stuff we got to build. We've got to modify a few things, pieces of equipment, some crushers, some this, that's, and the others. So it's going to be much faster to cut all that in the garage here with this plasma cutter that I got than it is out on the mountain with grinders and torches and whatnot. So let me show you what I've been playing with the last month or so and give you guys a good review of it and show you what I've been doing. So Bestarc reached out to me, said, hey, do you want to try out a plasma cutter? I said, sure, I'll never turn down equipment. This one is the BTC500DP. This particular one, I believe, is the 9th generation. And I have been more than happy with this thing. It's super handy. I do have another plasma cutter, a name brand one that was really expensive, and it works great. But this thing does just as good. I have no complaints about this machine, other than the fan seems to run all the time, which isn't a deal breaker, but it does. This one has a built-in regulator, which is super handy. Now I don't have to go find my regulator and put in the air line and all that stuff. The controls on here, kick this thing on. The controls on the front of this thing are easy to understand, easy to use. Got your knob here for your amps. It only wants 50 psi of air, so it doesn't seem to use a whole lot of air. I run it off my 30-gallon compressor in the truck, and I mean, I can leave the compressor off and get quite a bit of cuts out of this thing, but it doesn't use a whole lot of air. The controls are easy to hook up. The best part about it is all these consumable tips, the ceramics, the tips, everything available on Amazon. That was always my, worry about these cheaper machines is where do you get consumables for it? But all available on Amazon, and a nice small lightweight package here. These inverter machines nowadays are crazy. But I got this plate all set up. Let's cut some of these corners off so I can make some gussets, and then we'll probably bring this plate out with me just in case. But yeah, I'm gonna cut some cuts on this, show you guys how it does. All right. Got some crusties on this plate. And one more. Alrighty, that was the real-time cut there. Let's see if we can get this to focus. Not a whole lot of dross on there. That was 1/4 inch plate. About 8-9 inches worth of cuts. Like I said, this thing has been super handy. It cuts good. It's easy to use, super handy. I was cutting on this the other day. This is 3/8 plate. Nice clean cuts. Right there in the middle, I got a little too quick on my feed right there. But yeah, I've done this. Clear up to 1/2 inch. It'll burn through half. It's nice. Been handy. I've done 1/8, 1/4, 3/8, all the stuff. Super handy. Also, I've cut with a little bit of aluminum, does well on aluminum, and expanded metal. That's one thing, that's nice about a machine too. If you got to cut like expanded or something with holes in it, this thing restarts quick, does a good job, fires right back up, and that's been super handy. So if you are looking for a budget-friendly plasma cutter to put out in the garage to get you going into the plasma cutting world, or if you've got a big nice cutter that's set up on your automated machine or something, you want something just to handheld some stuff, you know, like I said, this thing has been a great machine for me. It cuts great, it's easy to use, the built-in regulator is awesome. This particular one runs on 220 and 110. I haven't used it on 110 because I got 120, but yeah, no complaints so far other than the fan, which not a deal breaker, but been happy with this machine so far. So if, like I said, if you're looking for a budget friendly machine, check out the Bestarc. They've got a whole line of machines and MIG welders and everything. You ought to check them out. I'll leave a link in the description to Amazon, and you guys can check them out. I think it's worth every penny.